out here. Yeah, I walk one.
Elbows Up Dirt Production, episode 31, Larry Baer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Tommy Cordell.
That, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, trying to get things rolling here.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We're fired up tonight, baby. I can tell you that right now. She's full throttle, guaranteed. I'm glad you're tuning in. It's getting warmer out. The race cars are turning laps. It's happening. It's happening right now, isn't it, Fred? Kale, is it happening?
Yeah.
You're damn right, it's happening. So that song, that little clip right there, was Shinedown. They kick it. You know Shinedown, the band? They're kicking it, buddy. That good song there, The Dead Don't Die. What do you think of that? So anyways, holy cow, man. I've been looking forward to this all day. How about the weather too, huh? It's about 900 degrees. It should be about 30 Monday. That's typical spring in Pennsylvania. Before we get started, we got sponsors, okay? So, there we go. Summit Signs, Racing to Reunite, Hammer Down Customs, Tax Title Tags. What do you think? RWG, Cordell Enterprises. Don't forget, go on the website, Cordell Enterprises. It's all there, please. And then we have Farners Racing Collectibles. And, we have someone in the back there related to Joe Biden, it looks like. But we're going to put the squash on that apple for the night's out. I can assure you that. Okay? Assure you. So anyways, YouTube. Go get on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, please. Please, we're asking you. It's under, here we go. Elbows Up Dirt Production. Elbows Up Dirt Production. Subscribe to it. We love it. All the videos are there. All the bloopers, highlights, reels. It's all there, man. I'm telling you. So anyways, man, I don't know. What do you think, Fred?
I don't know what to think.
We got people rolling in, don't we?
Yeah, some.
Yep, they're, I can see them popping up.
Yep, we have Steve Yeager, your mom and dad.
Okay, the Yeager bomb. Mom and dad. I'll be mowing the grass tomorrow afternoon.
David Bard.
Dad.
And David Bard just had a birthday.
He did just have a birthday. Old David Bard, I guarantee you. So, our thoughts go out to, and prayers, to Yander Yoder, right? That was a pretty devastating loss of their race trailer, the fire. Thank God they were all okay. You know what I mean? Mike Wagner, apparently in the sprint car world there, he had a little accident with their hauler. From what I understand, they're okay. Looking at race results, because we always got to talk about some race results. We had, Williams Grove was rain. We had Hagerstown rain. We had Lincoln rain. Imagine that, right? There was only like a level 4 tornado supposed to be rolling through. Porto, I guess they got her in earlier in the day. Troutman was victorious in the supers. Devin Hart in the limiteds, right? Winchester, down to Winchester, boy. Put the boxing gloves on down there. That's all the time. We got Mike Franklin in the limiteds, and then we had Mitch Thomas in the mods. Then we look at Bedford. Bedford, we had Jimmy Bernheisel in the super lates. We had Mitch Thomas again win at Bedford. So he went Saturday night he won, Sunday night he won. Yeah, that's right. That's a pretty amazing feat nowadays in the racing world. Jimmy Jesper was at Bedford. He's carrying the elbows up. The 747, right? Jimmy ran a strong, well fought for, strong fourth place, and I was tickled about that. I can't spoil the guests, the two guests, so I can't really get into that yet, but I will. Here's one for you. Donald Trump was indicted. Wasn't he, Fred?
Yeah.
He was indicted on like 34 counts of gibberish. It is just amazing. And it's. I know this is not a political show, right? But it gives a damn. It's our show. We'll make it what we want, right? So, anyways, yeah, that's been in the news, all over the news, like day in, day out, the whole 9 yards. Another big thing is Bull Rider. We were the Bull Rider when we had the Junior Arch visit there. Bull Rider race cars, the Fitz family. We had made an agreement, per se. We are going to do our first ever documentary, right? Documentary. We're going to do the first ever for us, not for first ever in the world. What if we did do the first ever documentary? Wouldn't that be great? We'd be the first to tell a story, right? Now, we're going to tell a story like the Bearstein Bears. You remember them? You don't remember them, Cam. That's a little bit back before you. Okay, the Bearstein Bears were the shit. I can tell you that right now, buddy. They were, Papa Bear, he was the man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I remember that.
Yeah. But no, we're going to do a documentary on Bull Rider race cars from its life when it started,
It's beginning. Yeah.
beginning to where it is now.
Yeah.
Everything in between. It's going to be released, okay, late summer, okay? Because it's going to be like a 60-minute deal. We're going to shoot it all and...
It's quite an incredible story.
Yes, it is. And this will be an incredible feat for us to do this, really. And, you know, Fred is going to be wearing these funny-ass hats with director's chairs and riding on the roof of his vehicle, holding the camera sideways.
One of them director's chairs and then
Yeah.
riding boots and them puffy pants like this.
I don't know, Fred. NBC, ABC, CB. We ain't nothing. We're elbows up their productions. We're our own damn TV channel. How about it? Yeah. So, Racing to Reunite. You know, we're to be at Pangbourne Elementary School on April 15th. That's a Saturday. April 15th. We'll be there from, I think, 10 to 2. Okay?
Yeah, 10 to 2.
10 to 2 with our race car and Racing to Reunite. Okay? We'll be handing out the free child ID kits. That we've handed out 1,000 of them last year, literally. And that's good, okay? Keep your kids safe. You know what I'm saying? It's a very waking tragic that happened at the Nashville recently. God bless those folks. Prayers to them. Just terrible. Unreal. Just terrible. And I also hear Kid Rock's in the news, too. Because he's shooting these Bud Light cases of beer because of their... how should I put this in the nice way? I guess, we'll just call it their fan blades on backwards. Whoa. What do you think of that? Huh? You read between the lines there, boys and girls. Their fan blades on backwards. So anyways, wow. Kale, what do you have to say? Talk to me, Kale.
I don't know. I'm excited for the show tonight.
Yeah. Excited for the show? I know, I've been too. It's different, you know. Winter, I'm just over, you know. Fred, how about you? You hanging tough?
Oh, yeah.
You keeping it real, aren't you?
Crying.
Okay, good. That's what I'm glad. So, anyways, there's some racing going on this weekend, right? Ceilings Grove canceled because they got a shitter backed up, okay? And they're not going to be able to run, okay? And so that takes another super late model race out of the whole thing, the package, you know, amongst other classes. But I'm just saying. But anyways. We got Port Royal, which is an ultimate show, okay? Bedford runs tomorrow night, okay? Cool nights at Bedford. Stinky hammer down, fast, right? And Half Valley runs, Winchester runs. I think did I say Hagerstown? No, I didn't say Hagerstown. Hagerstown opens up with their Saturday night. With their.
I think it's Saturday night, Tony.
It's Saturday night, buddy. It's 6 o'clock. God, right. Half Valleys, that's a good thing. The start's all different, don't they? Especially this time of year. Tracks are all over the place. Half Valley's a 4 o'clock start, okay? Port Royal is a 6, okay? Winchester, I don't know. Depends what time they get their steel cage match set up. But it'll probably be close to I think it's a 6 maybe, 5:30 or 6. One of the two. Bedford, Baps, you got Baps, that's right. You got Baps opening up, right? Baps got canceled last weekend too. They bit the farm on the weather. Okay, it was pretty rough. It got pretty rough. But anyways, so there's a lot of racing going on this weekend, a lot, and then that's good. That's what we want to hear. Okay, so let's get to our featured guest. This guy just about owns Dover, Pennsylvania. Okay, And I got to put it out there. I mean, he has signs up all around. His picture, welcome to Dover, welcome to this area. And he's no stranger to racing. He's ran a wing car, okay, a sprint car. And obviously, he's ran limited Zen Supers, right? Okay? And a late model. Let's just call it a late model. Okay, let's call it a late model. He's a successful businessman. There's no doubt about that. A car owner currently with his grandson is behind the wheel, and I think we may even get a little activity out of him tonight, okay, as well. Known as the Bad News Bear, correct? That's the Bad News Bear. And I got to say, he's a pretty cool damn guy, and I'm proud to have him on. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Larry Baer. Hey, Larry.
How's it going?
Okay, good to have you on here, buddy.
Hey.
Have a seat in the comfy chairs. What do you think of them?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
we got them steam cleaned after that corner shoot.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they're good. Don't worry. Again, no VB here. So, okay, it's all good. Anyways, Larry, this is man, Larry, I can't believe I'm sitting here with you right now.
What would that be?
Well, I don't know, because like it is a ways out there where you're at, and you're a busy guy, and it's hard to get guys together, you know?
I've been telling you I was coming to your show for a while now. It's just been a while, so
You have.
told me to get up here before racing season gets started.
Do you hear that? That was a bear. This is like the Penn State game when the lion goes. You know?
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at all these people logging in already. Look at that. Fred, talk to me. Who we got going
Well,
on?
we have Sheila and Calvin,
Sheila and Calvin,
Forsyth and Tyler,
Tyler,
and we have Holly Smith.
Holly Smith,
Phil Hose says hi, Fred.
Phil-
John Ballinger says hello.
John Ballinger.
And Steve Yeager says he's counting up bingo.
Must be playing bingo tonight.
Damn, I hope he wins.
Yeah.
Maybe he can give a little sponsorship our way. you
Yeah,
know?
I know, yeah.
That might work.
It might. It
Hope he
might.
hits it big tonight.
I do too. Yeah. I tell you, I that bingo stuff is that's fun actually.
Oh, I played bingo a lot of times.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. I mean, there's people there from all walks of life playing bingo, right? There's people there just
Some
like,
of them don't even walk.
you are correct, Larry. They are. They're brought in by somebody else. There's people there just like it for a hobby. There's people there that just, hey, my buddy says, can you go along? Yeah, I'll go along. And then there's people there, they're daunting, buddy. I mean, they're packing on retiring Monday morning. You know what I mean? On that bingo jackpot.
Yeah, with 19 cards.
Yeah, with 19 cards spread out like this. Yeah, 19 cards. Yeah, we like playing bingo. We go down here to the Sportsman's, and they have that bar bingo where you buy the card, and it's old cards when you slide the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have the little thing you cover the number
Oh,
with.
okay.
Yeah, my dad remembers playing bingo back in like the pre-Civil War era. Ain't that far, sorry. When they put corn, pieces.
Oh,
of
yeah,
corn.
I remember that.
Yeah, put pieces of corn on the card.
Yeah, put corn on the card.
That's how you play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what it'll be next. Do you think there'll ever be anything a way to market other than the blotter? The blotter seems pretty popular.
I can't imagine there'd be anything else.
It's a multi-purpose tool, if you think about it. Look, if you have the blotter, you can do decorations on something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You can write with it, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be a forcible weapon if needed. Okay.
Just say you could put dots on somebody.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you could also go buy a 7-Eleven and put one here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would work out perfectly, wouldn't it? Because that's what the United States, they love that. They love it, Why us hardworking Americans who pay taxes don't love it. You see?
Oh, I understand.
Especially
that part.
during a recession, okay?
Yeah.
So that's our political, watch, CNN's going to, they're going to come in, I bet. They're going to come in on us.
Oh, I'm
You know what I mean?
sure.
Anderson Cooper, he'll come in on us. Oh, yeah. So you've been racing a little bit already this year with your grandson,
Yeah.
Shawnee, okay? And well, I tell you what, Larry, just you tell us, how are you, though?
How am I?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm living life.
yeah, okay, good. In the Creekside, your car lot, right?
Yeah.
And it's doing well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well.
Good. And do you really own like most of Dover?
Everybody says I do, but I don't think I own it all.
Well, that's a good answer. I don't think I own it all. There's still parts that may not be
Yeah.
claimed by you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should go up there and buy Eckert shop, and then you could charge Eckert rent. Wouldn't that be
right.
funny?
Well, he's from York.
Yeah, I
can
know,
buy
but you
York.
could go over there and buy York. You know what I mean? Now, Rick's a good guy. Hopefully he usually chimes in. Well, Crystal does. She don't have an account, so Crystal gets on.
Oh,
and then
okay.
he looks through it. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
He hides behind the scenes.
He is. He's very behind the scenes. He is. But I've seen many pictures just over the past week or something with your cars, right? And they always stood out. They were pretty, okay? And a couple of them babies were hyped up at Silver Spring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and let's talk about that in a minute. Silver Spring's one of them places that people miss.
Yeah.
And you spent a good bit of time there, right?
Yeah, I started there with sportsman cars.
Okay.
The wing cars.
The wing cars.
Yep. And that was through Smokey Snellbaker.
Yep.
Worked at Preston Trucking, and that was right across the street from where I worked. And he used to always say to me, "You want a wing car? Get out of them old hobby stock cars." And that's how I got into sportsman. And I drove sportsmans for 2 years and won Rookie of the Year in them, and ran the tour and did all that stuff, and had a good time doing that. And then I became a tech guy for the Cars Limited Sprints.
Oh, you did?
I did that. Yeah, I did that for 3 years at Tech Motors.
And they traveled track to track.
Yeah, they traveled all over.
Yeah.
They're your 358 class today that Williams Grove and Lincoln and all them had. They were called the Cars, and they were a traveling series. And I was a tech guy for them. And
Did you ever catch anybody cheating?
how many times?
There was a few. Was there a few incidents?
Well, the problem is they always whistled their motors.
Okay.
And they had to whistle like a 10.7 compression.
Okay.
And they had a machine that you had to whistle the motor.
Okay.
And some guys didn't whistle. So in my opinion, if you didn't whistle, you were illegal. So,
You were illegal, right?
So we'll just go there.
Right.
And they would pay us $150 if they might want to whistle their motor on a Wednesday night.
Oh, really?
And we would go to their shop and we'd pump their motor, we'd whistle it, and then we'd seal it.
Is this how you bought Dover?
No. No, I didn't buy Dover by sealing motors. That would have been if I let the illegal guy get away.
Yeah, right. Exactly right. Okay. So you did this for how many years, you think?
I think I did that like 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you met a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, I met a lot of people like in the wing world.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In that weird world. They have like an eye here and like ooze. Yeah, they're
different breed.
They're different breed.
Yeah, they're definitely a different breed.
But they got it figured out though.
Yeah.
They
got
make
it figured out. They make it work.
If us late model guys, and I think we have the guys to figure it out, but we just got to get them to do it. And then I think we need some help from other people, like promoters. And then comes Hoosier.
Well, the problem is in this world, when I say this world, this area, it's tough to get them to switch over from a wing to a late model.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong world here.
Oh, I know. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. Fred, is there anybody else?
No, Phil Host just said he's going to bed 5 a.m. comes early.
Why would Phil Hose need to get up at 5 a.m. if he's retired? I don't understand these retired guys. They like to get up early, and they sit there and stare at things for hours.
I don't think it's that. I think they just get that old bedtime's 8 o'clock. You can only sleep so long. That's why they're up at 5. Well, trying to stay up till 10, and then you won't get up till 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Is he an early riser, that guy back there?
Every morning.
Yeah. Okay.
7 o'clock.
Is that what you said? Really?
Yeah, 7.
Ew. Okay, yeah. Okay, well that's good. So so you did the Tekken, right? And then when did you get in a car at Silver Spring?
I bought my sportsman cars were Silver Spring.
Okay.
And then I took off, and then I went to a Fender car in 91 maybe?
Okay.
And I ran a Fender car at Silver Springs in like 91, probably up to like 5 or something, 3 or 4 years, 5 years there. And then Hagerstown they invited us, because the Hagerstown had that 410 class.
Yeah, right.
And they invited us 358s to come run with them.
Okay.
And I wound up winning the race.
Right.
I started 10th and drove up there in the last lap. I'll never forget it because it was a highlight of one of my wins.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to Hagerstown first time, and Dickie Walls and Palmer.
Yeah.
Scott Palmer.
Scotty Palmer.
They were on the front row. And this was like a lap to go. They had a yellow. They double fouled started us. They were on the front row. Scotty Ridgewine was third, and I was fourth.
In the number 2, Scotty
Yeah.
Ridgewine.
They throwed the green, went down the front straight away for the green. We got to the other end, and them guys drove in wide open, and I drove in the top, turned my car. As they went up the track, I went under them. And I passed them all coming off of turn 2 down the back
One of
straight
them.
away.
Okay.
And I wind up beating them to the flag stand and won the race.
You won the race.
I won the race.
I seen a picture when you were in Victory Lane that I had gone the other day. I can't remember where it was, but and I was at the AT&T. You know, that's a convenience store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was looking at this picture, and this young lady, you know, she was standing there in order, and I said, "Look at this guy won." And you know what she said? She says, "Oh my God, is he sexy?" That's what she said, Larry. That's what she said.
What's her name? Did you get a phone number?
Well,
for me?
we can talk.
I
about
am married,
this.
but my wife ain't watching.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Yeah. She said. I mean, she said it again, and I had to get away from her, Larry.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
get away from her, you know, because she was. I don't know what she was going to do. But anyways, Hammer Down. What do you think of that? Hammer Down's a trailer dealer in town here. They sponsor us. He's been really good with us the last 2 years.
Oh, okay.
And he got into the title and the tags too.
Right.
You know, and sell vehicles, just trailers. But no, they got a booming business going, and they do a lot of these lifts on like Jeeps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's a really popular. Like,
Oh, yeah, we have one of them at home in Dover.
oh, you
Yeah,
didn't know?
it's called Mount Zion.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's all they do. They do
Yeah.
the same thing. They don't do trailers. They just
put these Jeeps
do
on.
Jeeps. They raise
That's a
Jeeps
big deal, isn't it?
and pickups.
Yeah.
They do pickups a lot. So that's a big deal. A lot of people get it done.
Apparently, I see Jeeps all the time around here. They get
Yeah.
these packages done. Do they go in the mountains with them things? And is that why they do that?
I
In
guess
Florida?
I don't know. I can't see spending $40,000 by a Jeep. Spending 40 to raise it up and run it through the mud and rocks.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we spend like $50,000 running
Yeah, we
circles
run it
and
on
get
the
like
dirt.
500 to start, you know, and get our shit
And
to
throw
run.
dirt on us.
Yeah, exactly. Where else? What are we
Yeah,
talking
I guess
about?
I ain't thinking.
Yeah, wake up, Fred.
Well, Bonnie Bear just tuned in.
Oh,
She
no,
said,
I'm in
"Sorry,
trouble."
wife is watching. And Brian James.
You got me in trouble now.
Bonnie Bear, just the BB, just
Yeah.
this dude did.
Yeah.
Oh boy, okay,
We're in
that's
trouble
good.
now.
That's good. I like that. Yeah. So
It's all right, honey. I'm coming home.
that's exactly right. Exactly right. And if he don't, I'll be. Huh? So okay, you win this race, right? And then what happens from there? Like, where do we start running at now? Keep running that.
We ran the rest of the season. They invited us back 3 or 4 times, so we ran there 3 or 4 times. And then next year, I made the switch and came to Hagerstown.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I ran Hagerstown full time for, I guess, a couple years. I
Okay.
ran full time at Hagerstown. And then I ran,
Randy Grove is your
Yeah.
chief steward, right?
yeah, Randy Grove was
Yeah.
there. And the tech guy was,
Wasn't Eddie then, was
yeah,
it?
Eddie
Eddie Cornett?
Yep, Cornette.
Cornette,
Yep, Eddie
okay.
Cornette.
Old Eddie?
Yep, he was,
He was the welder, too.
yeah, he was the welder, and he was the tech guy.
And he raced.
And now he races
Well, he did
now.
a little-
He
yeah.
had a car back then.
Yeah.
He didn't do much driving.
Yeah, but I see he's out there now.
Yeah, he's racing now. I
Yeah.
seen him the other week in
I'm
Bedford or something.
81.
last
Still,
year, yeah.
they've always been 81 in
Yeah.
Cornettes. So, okay, so you stayed at Hagerstown in for a couple years.
Yeah.
And then did you be like, oh, I just want to, where'd you get that?
Well, then we went to BAP Speedway.
Okay, that gets
Which
you up
was
there.
Susquehanna Speedway, which is 10 minutes in my
Susky.
backyard. Yeah.
Right, Susky. You guys, you know it as Susky.
Yeah, Susquehanna.
Yeah. Susquehanna, yeah. Okay.
That's where I started at. When I started, we were young kids, 16, 17 years old, and built demolition derby cars.
Okay.
And then we ran them Enduro races. That's
Got
how
it.
that started.
And this Hoosier race tire thing is nuts. I just blew that out there, don't you think? With all the, oh, hold on, Larry. Special news bulletin coming in.
Oh, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a special news bulletin. This is WQ2 Rouserville reporting to our chief correspondent in the field, Russell Smith. Russell, talk to me. Oh, Russell's in Skycam. I got you. Okay, what they're doing is, Rusty said they're in the WQ2, our helicopter.
Yeah.
They're getting ready to land at Hoosier Racing Tire Facility, Indiana. And there's a press conference and there's a rally with the former President Donald Trump's there right now.
All right.
Yeah, well, and he's going to talk about the Hoosier thing. Hold on. Okay, they're busting him through. what he said about the Hoosier racing car
Oh, I
thing.
believe it.
The,
I believe it.
the suffrage is beginning to occur. The total suffrage of this. Russell, real quick before you take back off, any other news updates you got going on? Russell, ladies and gentlemen, Russell says the Ceilings Grove Speedway, it is a backup shitter. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can't get a plumber. They're bringing one in from Nevada. Okay,
Oh,
it's a shitter, people. It's a shitter. Okay, Russell, gotcha. Russell's taking off. Thank you, Russell. Take care. This is WQ2 Rousersville, ladies and gentlemen, signing off with another news-breaking story tonight on Skycam 2 at Hoosier Racing Tire, Indiana. Thank you. Man, ain't that something?
Holy shit, Donald Trump was on the show.
Can you believe that? The guy went right on there and just said, we are under suffrage for years to come because of the decision with these tires. I can't...
All I got to say is they're greedy bastards.
Yeah, right. I know. Isn't it something? It's terrible, isn't it?
Oh,
30% less side bite, right? Okay, which means they're going to chew up and blow up and pop up and grind up. So then the guys under them never get scuffs because the tires are too junk to even sell them as scuffs.
And then the damn garbage man don't want to take them but 2 a week, and we ruined sales. What the hell are we going to do with them? Huh?
Yeah, right.
I mean, the garbage man takes 2 and we
Right.
got 6.
It's huge. I mean, it's really placed an unwanted burden on a lot of people.
I'm hoping somebody wants them. I got like 8 of them laying in front of the garage now. Somebody just come get them. I give them to them.
Yeah.
Because the garbage man won't even take them bastards no more.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they're hard. And they're like $20-30 a pop if you take them to the dome.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing is like everybody says, well, I like what they say. First of all, if they were going to do something, that's fine. That's their call. But they implemented it poorly. Very poor. They should have ran this whole year, if anything, and then implement. They just went bam. Now, they say it's about the racer. Okay? I'll fact check that. Wrong. Okay? It ain't about the local racer. No, it's not about the weekend racer. Don't buy into it because it's not. 100%. So they say the tires will be cheaper. They are, right? They're $30, from what I understand, less. $230 versus $260.
Yeah, today's price, but 2 years ago we bought them for
Well,
$150.
Exactly.
And then they went up that much last year.
Correct.
And then they kept going. Where do you think it's going to stop? Do you think that tire stopping at 230? You're all in for a pull.
Yeah. I could see it being 260 real quick.
I mean,
around the corner.
I know I was in Florida for a month, and they were at 215 when they started, and they're already at 230, and there's 2 more hikes coming, I can tell you that.
Yeah, see, that was just like last year. They hiked that baby up.
And them tires were so bad, them guys were spending $25,000 to $27,000 on a tire bill to run Florida.
That's insane.
They're screaming and hollering like you wouldn't believe.
That's insane. And here's the thing. If they say, let's just say it would stay at 230. Let's just say that. But they got you because the tires trashed themselves twice as quick as what the other ones did. So now you got to buy more and more and more because you don't get the lifespan out of them right there.
Right. We didn't run any of the new stuff yet, so we don't know. We practiced with them the other week.
Okay.
We tried a couple in practice. Now, we went out west last year there to run that Hell Tour. We ran out there, we run them LM tires, which this tire is supposed to be the same as that.
That's what I heard.
So
is that the UMP tire?
Yeah, the
UMP tire. Yeah.
So
okay.
I mean, they seem to be pretty good out there.
Right.
But I don't know what it's going to be like here. I know when I was in Florida, they blistered and pulled apart and
the number ones, which don't even exist now.
No,
because they what the.
Well, I see Lernerville went to ones.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Lernerville says they're going to run the ones.
Oh,
yeah, I did see that. They're going to run ones. They're the only place I know that allowed the ones, but I don't know.
I'm hearing a guy like me, Path Valley, Hagerstown, 2s all day long. Because the 3s are like 1425s.
Yeah.
The 4s are like 1600s.
Right.
Okay. I don't know. I kind of try to look at and see what their focus was. Why they did this, but it's still, I just don't think it's done right from a lot of perspectives.
Well, I think why they did it is, let's be honest, they made let's just say 10 different tires.
Correct.
Now they make 4 different tires, and actually now they only make 3 different tires. So you think of what their what I don't understand, as a business guy, we used to make 10 to 12 different tires, so we had a lot more work to do to make all them tires.
Right.
So we used to buy them for $150 a piece. Now we make 3 tires, less work, 3 tires, same rubber. I think the tire should have went down in price, so it should have been like $130.
Right. You would think.
I mean, you would think that if you're only making 3 tires now instead of producing 12, your cost would have to be lower.
No, I agree 100%. Now, it would be very curious to be able to find out, and I'm sure it could be done, if they're doing any layoffs in their plants.
No, I don't believe they're doing any of that.
Or because they're they're doing a whole staff remix. Think about it, because it's got to be less people now, hands involved, when you minimize it down to that only few.
Well, I think where the biggest problem was because they were bought out.
True.
Continental Tire bought them out.
Right.
So now, maybe Continental Tire's not into the dirt world.
Exactly.
So they figure, hell with it, they're going to pay.
Just run it. Yeah, just if they don't like it,
Now
just shut it down.
that Biden probably sent them $5-6 million to quit making them so they can make electric cars and shit.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never could tell.
Oh, I know. You're exactly right. And the talk about having electric race cars, is that crazy? They're already doing quarter midgets, I was told, testing with electric motors.
Well, I can tell you they go to electric motors, I won't race.
Yeah,
I don't even like the noise.
yeah, exactly. The
I
noise is
can't
what
hear
we
it.
want.
I don't want to hear
Yeah.
it. Listen, if I want to hear a bzzz, I'll just let the flies in the house tonight.
Exactly. Fred, there's some comments I see floating up there.
Yeah, Tommy Slanker joined in.
There's the old
And
slanker.
he says, Larry's a good guy, always willing to help you out.
Wow, Larry. He said you're sexy. That's what he meant.
Right.
That's what he meant. Bonnie,
Well,
that
if
was...
you need your driveway sealed, you know who to call.
Oh, a Midway seal
Midway
coating,
seal
they
coating.
do lay it down thick.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're good at it. And they hand work
Brush it.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's a huge difference. When
He
we
does
do
all
it.
my work.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd love him to come down here and do the garage out here. You see my... I mean, ooh, it
The
needs
stone?
some work. Yeah, just do it
Oh,
over the
all
stone.
right.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, what else you got, Fred?
That's it. That's
Oh,
what
okay,
it is.
okay.
We're good. We're up to date.
Fred says we're up to date. Huh? What do you think of that?
I don't know.
So, okay, yeah, the whole tire thing, yeah, it sucks, right? Everybody thinking American Racer, I don't think they have no interest in becoming that big.
Well, I was at Bedford on Friday night.
Somebody have one?
Yes, there was, I knew one, maybe 2 guys, 3 guys might have had them on.
Really?
Yeah, I think Brian Bernheis had them on.
Really?
Yeah. Matt Cosner definitely had them on.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. Matt had them because Matt was parked next to us.
But Matt probably bought the plant.
He
He probably
I don't know,
could.
maybe
Yeah, it's
he
the
did.
Matt Cosner plant.
Could be possible.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. I like Cosner. Seriously, I know I do. We tease him all the time. But anyways, yeah. So Cosner ran the American Racer.
Yes, he ran American Racer.
Wow, I'd like to talk to him and see how they fared out in that race, what they looked like after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
What did you guys have? Do you
We
mind-
put the old stuff on.
Do you care? What was your?
We had 13 and a quarter.
You had quarters.
Yeah,
okay.
we had quarters.
Split quarters. Okay. Okay. And they were pretty.
No, they were pretty good.
Yeah, even wear.
We're not going to use them again.
Well, right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, we had quarters on. So
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Well, now let's get back to you, Larry, because people they want to know about you, Larry.
Oh, geez.
They do.
Okay.
The Bad News Bear. Did you hear the movie out? It's called Cocaine Bear.
Oh, okay. No,
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Seriously, that was a huge money. Oh yeah, it was based on a partially true story of a brown bear. Okay, a drug shipment went bad of cocaine. True story, and they had to dump all the cocaine, and the bear ate the cocaine. So all I could think about is one I used to give back in the day when I was married to this woman called my ex-wife. And I'd give the
I know
dog.
them.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Everybody needs to have at least one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and the dog got in the powdered donuts.
Yeah.
And it had white all over its nose. But this bear, this is true, ate this cocaine and ravaged. Now they added to it the horror part. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it actually did go nuts. And this, they couldn't get it. It just went nuts. like that. It's called Cocaine Bear.
Oh, okay.
But if you think about it, there's a lot of resemblances to bear in there. Like there's that bear. I like stuff with bears. Bear in my mind. But there is, remember the Berenstein Bears? You don't remember them?
I don't remember them.
Yeah. How about Yogi?
Yogi Bear. Everybody knows Yogi Bear.
Yeah. Well, which
How
one?
about Smokey the Bear?
Smokey the Bear. Right. Okay. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, if you
And the
know,
Bad News Bears was a baseball
that's
team.
exactly right. That's
Right.
exactly right. Okay. And then, how about if you know what Smokey the Bear's famous line was? Right. Send it, Fred, tell us. We'll send you some. We'll send you a sticker or something. Hell, we'll send you a whole bear. You know what I mean? Hell, we'll buy a bear for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, bear is always easy to like. I put a bear in there tonight on Facebook. Again, saying you'll be on the show. It's awesome. It has a little tie and suit on like that. Yeah, it's cool. I'll have to show it to you. Oh yeah. But did you always have that nickname, the Bad News
No,
Bear?
I got that when I was 17 years old. I used to go to the York Circuit and drag race guys, and that was, I had a 67 Camaro
Okay.
that the guys came from all over the place to drag race me on the street.
Okay.
I whooped their asses all the time, and they'd come from everywhere. We raced for money. Like these guys do this outlaw street. They're
On
old,
TV.
Yeah, we're old school. They're just doing it on TV.
Oh, okay.
We used to do all that shit, and they used to come in town, and on the back of my spoiler on my 67 Camaro, it said Bad News Bear because my last name was Bear.
Huh?
They knew where to find me.
That's good. Huh? So there, you did some drag racing.
Yeah.
You did a good bit of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't that something? You know, it's a lot because you look at the Boozes, you know,
Right.
half of that side of the family,
Yep.
they're all about drag. Yeah. In drag. Huh?
We got a winner.
Who was it?
John Ballingy. He said only you can prevent forest fire.
Okay, John Balky, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo, woo. Yeah, well, John, we will get you a bear. Okay? I will try my damnedest to get you a brown bear.
So how do you know John?
John?
Yeah.
Just from going to Arch, and he was with DJ
Oh, okay.
for years.
Oh, I know who John is.
Yeah.
John's the guy that helps.
Saturday.
Saturday.
The truth, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
make sure John gets a T-shirt.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
We'll make sure John gets a T-shirt. when we're
Okay.
in town.
There you go. John, thank you, buddy. That's right. And what was it? Say it again, Fred.
Only you can prevent forest fire.
That's exactly. We should get a translator. That way, anybody internationally watching, that they would be like, you know, I get the one, you know what I'm saying? That would be there's forest fires. You know what I mean? Like that. But seriously, or hey, mate, only you can prevent a forest fire, eh? You know what I'm saying? Like, or we could go with a Fred. You know German, right?
Not enough to speak here.
Oh, come on, Fred. Come on. Don't wussy up on us.
I only know how to order a beer.
Okay. Or
I hope it ain't a Bud Light.
yeah, that's right, Larry. They heard from Larry.
I hope it ain't a Bud Light.
I guarantee you. Oh, I know. Yeah, and then you got to think of the other continent. You know what I'm saying? Huh? What are you saying? Right? Extinguish all fires? The hell no. They're always like burn them. You know? But anyways, no, I tell you, Larry, drag racing is something, I mean, I did it unofficially on the road like you were supposed to when you were a kid. But then I did it on the strip one time, and you did it on the strip too, right? What strip would that have been?
I did Maple Grove.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did Maple Grove, and we did South Mountain.
Okay.
South Mountain was our Sunday afternoon
Yeah?
race drag strip.
That's
now
good.
we went there and did a little bit of Beaver Springs.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
still have cars. I still have.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I still have basically drag cars.
Oh.
I drive on the street.
Right. Did you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
watch that Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that you?
No.
No?
No, I don't drive Hondas.
Oh. Lady that you heard right from the bear's mouth, huh? Roar.
Yeah, we don't drive Hondas with bark cans on.
Yeah, that's what they are. Oh, yeah. Okay, wow. So, Larry, when your cars always stand out because there's two things you always see in your race cars. One is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it wasn't always zero, was it? You had them.
So my late models were always zero. Ever since I went to Silver Springs, how that came about, when we raced at Silver Springs would not have double numbers. So when you went to Silver Springs, you had to get a number from them.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's how I got to 0. When I went there as a sportsman,
Yeah.
I wanted a single digit, and there was not a 0 there, and I got a 0. That's why. Everybody always thought it was because of Rick Eckert. Now, I've been buddies with Rick, but that's not how I got
No,
to
Rick
0.
thought it's because of Rick Eckert. Rick
I got to 0 because when I had my sportsman, I didn't want a double number on the fuel cell.
Okay.
And the guy that helped own my car said, we only want a single digit. I said, there's none to be had. He said, what's wrong with 0? And I said, well, I guess we could probably do that. And I messaged Alan Kreitzer back and said, can we do 0? And he said, yeah, we don't have a 0. I became 0 at that time, and I stayed 0.
Okay.
And when I raced earlier in the years, I was number 7. I was always like, my street stock cars were always number 7.
And that's something. And a lot of people would probably never realize. I didn't realize that they would issue you a number.
Yeah, they told me no double numbers. And when you ran Silver Springs, you could not double number.
Ain't that something?
You couldn't have a 7A or a 7K. It was, there was one number.
No menage a trois.
Right. It's just like playing football. There's not a double number on the field.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
I don't, can you imagine back then if somebody would have rolled in with like the cars, some of them today, like 518, I'm car number 518, they had to blow out their head. Because, there's more that used to be modified stuff.
Yeah, modifieds had 3
Yes.
digits.
And
there was a few sportsman cars back in the day, like Fantasy was 222.
Okay.
He had 222, and there was another 3 digit, but I can't think what it was. But
well, look at all the famous ones. 461, obviously.
Yeah.
If you take a look at
880,
Richie's, remember
Yeah.
Hardee's was
Yeah.
on that car always, right?
Yeah.
And then you take a look, Jimmy Jesper in the 747.
No, I know that modified, black, with the gold rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch him. I don't know him.
You don't know, but you watch.
I watch all
Yeah.
racing. It
Oh,
don't
yeah.
matter what it is. I don't know them guys.
Yeah, he carries the elbows up sticker. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing how little things like that you don't. In the Silver Spring, a lot of people's like they still call the Carlisle when we went there. Remember this year to the flea market?
Yeah.
People, they'll still refer to that as Silver Spring. You know what I mean?
No, they call it that because the gentleman that owns Silver Springs runs the flea market.
Okay.
So Alan Kreitzer. So he still runs all that stuff. So that's why it always stayed the Silver Springs flea market.
Okay. And then I remember I went twice, I think, at the track when it was still there. Yep. Twice at the track. And I just hear all this stuff over and over about how awesome it was there.
Well, the best thing about Silver Springs is you could go there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday and spend the night. When the races were open, they didn't lock the gate and throw you out. You stayed there, you ate, you partied, and you had a good time with everybody. You went to sleep at 3, 4 in the morning. You got back up at 6, you just went to the flea market. Because Sundays was their flea market.
Yeah, right.
So the whole parking lot was flea markets, and you do the flea market on Sunday and
Ain't
go
that
home.
something? Wow.
You spent the day and the night.
Could you imagine them camping people like Winchester overnight? Like they'd have to have like a Marine Corps guard, because people were getting stabbed to death, choked out, electrocuted,
Beating each other up.
Oh yeah, burning their campers down and laughing. It's out of control. All joking aside, things are out of control in some of these tracks. I mean, some of this stuff. Listen, you come from the older school. I come from the older school. That okay, you address the situation. Somebody may got cracked one or grabbed the hold of. But man, nowadays people are trying to run people down with their race cars and run them over. I mean, it's out of control, man. Jeez and Pete's, I just don't get it. I mean, it's a different world, I guess. Well, it is a different world.
I think at Winchester just like to get on the news.
Yeah, they like to little bump it up. Yeah, oh yeah. We should have our Skycam go down there for one. Yeah, Russell, he could go down there.
Get down there on a Friday.
Drop her down.
Drop her down on her Saturday night.
Yeah. Pick her back up and We ought to invest. Would you invest with me in a helicopter?
Oh, sure, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably pull that off, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
We'll get the Secret Service for Trump to come in to, keep them calm that night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That'd be great. Do you know how to fly?
No.
No?
No, I ain't flying. I mean, I flew a couple times in the race cars.
Right, yeah, I've been there. So you have rolled a car.
I rolled a late model a couple times, raced a Sportsman a couple times. And
What'd you think of them wind cars? What's the biggest difference?
Well, the biggest difference is when you drive a wing car, you're a lot more. You used to be so sideways with it, and it always felt like you were falling out the right side.
Really?
Yeah, because you sit on top of the rear end, and the car drives in there, and it kind of roll over like on the right rear.
Right.
And it made it feel like you were falling out of it.
Right.
Now, these late models, they're down on the right front trying to throw you out the right side. It don't feel like that.
Yeah, you're exactly right, they are.
But I'm all the way to the left. If I was sitting on the right and it did that, I'd think I was rolling out there. You know what I mean? So,
Plus, you got an open area on them sprint cars. You know, that scares me. Like over here, open. That would be like, I always worry about that. Having that exposure right here.
somebody driving inside.
Yeah, I mean, it's you right there. You know? I mean, that would freak me out. And the other thing that will worry is if I got in a bad accident, I'm always one to be like, oh, you know. But your hand, you know what happens, and them arms drive them cars, man. And you probably had restraints, didn't you? You wore them restraints to hold.
Well, that happened to me at Williams Grove one night. I don't tell everybody this, but I come down the front straightaway, and a guy blowed up in front of me. Going into turn one, slid around in his oil, and we all start flipping. About 4 or 5 of us, so we wind up flipping, and I'm not upside down. I'm back on my wheels, but he's flipped in alongside of me, and I can't get out of the car. So I stood up and knocked the wing off the top because it was busted up out of my way, and I went to jump out of the car and forgot about the arm restraints, and I threw myself in my arms, and it caught my legs. I flopped out on the racetrack. Then I looked like Ricky Bobby rolling down the racetrack. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, restraints I've never had. Now, for one time for Fred's birthday, we took him to this place to where Keisha put restraints on him. but I don't know if that's the same kind of restraints that
I don't know.
Talking about.
I was in restraints already besides that. But it was a cop restraint one time.
Oh, yeah, okay, right, okay. That happens to the best of us, you know. Fred, is there any buddy in John?
Crystal Ecker tuned in. She says hi.
Hey.
Hi, Crystal.
Hello, Crystal. Yes. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Rick. Rick and Di, sorry. You know, Rick was portrayed, Rick is converted. Did you know that? He seriously, he thought it out a long time. And he thought about their moving when we were on Oxford.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
No.
I thought he was Bud Light guy.
Oh, no,
I didn't know what you were talking about.
No.
You were starting to scare me. I knew
no. Rick, he's straight. You know what I'm saying? but no, he is thought it out long and hard, and he's Amish. He's coming into the Amish part of his life.
Oh, okay.
That's why you've been seeing a lot. Did you not hear the report they announced him, Rick and Dia?
No, I didn't see that.
It was Rick and Dia Eckert. Yes, Rick and Dia Eckert. And Crystal kind of got pissed about it. You know what I mean?
Heck, I'll start seeing him over at Thomasville Flea Market selling whoopie pies and
yeah,
shit. You know what I mean?
so he can race.
Selling whoopie pies.
Yeah, so the guy can race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm waiting for is he's Amish, going to that. And if she doesn't want to go to it, then that opens up the door for this old stud here.
Oh,
what do you think, huh? Yeah.
It might work.
All right. Now
I'm married, not me.
Now, don't say a thing. Bonnie, BB, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you call her, BB?
No, we just call her Bonnie.
Oh, okay. I like that. Nope, just Bonnie. Like that. Bon. No, okay. So, wow. What was the last... Let's do this. Do you remember, what year or age was the first time you were in a dirt track car? Whatever it would have been, a dirt track car.
Oh, I was like 17.
17.
But that was Enduro cars.
Yeah,
That's where I started.
So you started in Enduro.
Yeah, like 16, 17.
Okay. And did you run trailways?
No, I ran Trailways, Williams Groves, Susquehanna Speedway. And then I went to, they called them Thunder Cars, which was an extreme stock
Lincoln.
that ran Lincoln and Susquehanna.
Okay.
We ran Lincoln on Saturday nights and Sunday nights at Susquehanna.
Okay.
And we did that, won some championships of power races in them cars. And then we went to, I guess that's when I went to the sportsman car.
To the sportsman
I was thinking about I wanted to buy a late model, and Snellbaker talked us
Talked you out of it. Yep.
Yeah.
He got that weird sprint car vibe going.
So
He played went. They transfer that vibe over to there. It's like the X-Files.
That didn't last long.
You gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyway, so okay. And when was the last time you officially done racing?
Well, Shawnee's been driving for 3 years, so I say it's probably been 4 or 5 years.
4 or
Colby
5.
Fry drove for me.
Colby Friday.
And then I was just, we always had 2 cars, and
Yeah.
I'd just go out. There wasn't enough cars. I'd go out and start the feature. And
Yeah, right. Get
played
paid
a little bit just
yeah.
to get it. You know,
Get
that
the juices
$350, $400 on a night to take 2 laps. It was hard to give up. So
It's good
we
money.
would just unload, and I'd take 2 laps and pull in, and he'd race.
Yeah, right.
So it paid our fuel bill to get us there, and every little bit helps in this world.
Oh, it does. And Colby, he's very easy on equipment, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Nah, we're just teasing. No, everybody's all friends.
It was definitely how would I say it, a little cheaper on parts when he drove.
Got it.
It didn't cost me as much.
Right.
Because he sells all them parts.
Right. He can fabricate. Right. You guys had a lot of good times, though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, for
You had
sure.
a lot
Won
of fun
some big
times.
races,
Yeah.
won championship.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you guys were together quite a while, for
Yeah,
sure.
I think 7 or 8 years he drove for me.
And that's something.
It was funny. I drove limited late models, and I was at his shop, and there was a car there, and he said, "Hey, this guy wants to sell this car." He was a Canadian guy from Canadian. He was Canadian, had modifieds, and
Okay.
he bought a late model for a guy to drive in Charlotte, and the guy didn't go to drive it, so he asked Colby to drive it. So
Okay.
Colby went down and drove it. He said, "Man, it was a black front car." He said, "Man, that was about the worst driving car I ever drove." He said, I'll be honest." He said, "Well, why don't we change it over to a blue-gray car?"
Mhm.
Colby said, "Okay." So Colby takes it to his shop, and he's changing all over. Till it's done, the guy said, "I want to sell that race car. I'm out of it. I don't want to do
Are
it."
you serious?
So he told Colby, he said, "If you know anybody who wants to buy it, I'll sell it to him." So I told Colby, "What's he want for it?" He said, "He wants 25 grand. I looked at it and said, "Well, if he'll sell it to us for 20 grand, we'll go super late model racing." And that's how me and Colby
That's how
got
you
together.
and that's
Colby just went over the whole car, and the guy said, "It's all yours. Wheels, tires, motor, everything." We bought it for 20 grand.
Did you pay him in Canadian or American?
American.
Oh,
So
good.
he probably got 25, and,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're Canucks.
They're Canucks.
Yeah, that's their nickname. That's what they call them,
And-
Canucks.
And it's funny, Colby worked for Kleindenz, Barry
Yeah.
Kleindenz.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. So we go to Bedford, first night out with it, and he drove her into freaking turn 3, and I don't know what happened. Something broke. He bottomed out, but he barrel rolled her out off the guardrails and totaled the whole car the first night.
The first time.
The first time.
Oh, wow.
I said, "Boy, what am I getting into?"
Yeah, really. Wow.
So then I took my motor and put it in his dad's car,
Yep.
and then we won like 8 races with it.
See, you had
My
to
motor, his
his
car,
car.
dad's car. Yep, his dad said, "Well, take my car out on motor, put your motor in it." So we raced Colby's dad's car on my motor.
Okay. So apparently the good Lord said that had to happen.
Yeah,
That little incident, unfortunate, but then you guys ended up combining there and winning 8 races
Yeah.
in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's
like
cool.
I said, he drove for me 7 or 8 years, and we had a good relationship. We
Yeah,
still
sure.
talking.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, he'd probably still be driving for me if my grandson didn't come along.
Exactly.
So-
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. No. So, do you ever think you'll get back in?
I keep telling him I'm going to get in and whoop his ass one time.
Just put it
Just
together.
one time, just whoop his ass.
Yep.
Yeah, because he thinks he knows it all.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
knows it all.
Okay.
But I think I can whoop his ass.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, there's a lot to be said
Oh,
for
yeah.
the wisdom.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, I
I
guarantee
think
it.
I could get it done.
Well,
It's going to have to be a little slick that we're not wide open.
well, yeah, that wears you down. That's
Yeah,
tiring,
I
man.
don't know if I can handle that wide open heavy.
Yeah,
Bouncing
lift
me
it up,
around.
bounce it up and up
Yeah,
and
it's going to
down
have
like
to be
this.
a little smooth and
Oh,
slick
yeah.
that I can work the pedal
Yeah,
a
little
bit.
pedal action on
Yeah, I
it.
think I got him beat there. But
Yeah,
I don't know
uh-huh.
about that wide open stuff.
Well, the guy's built for endurance. The younger
Yeah.
fella, us old fellas.
Oh.
I mean, did you notice I put on weight?
No, I didn't even take notice. I
Really?
thought you were pregnant.
Oh, no. I'm not. Well, I mean, they're doing a lot of weird shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have been.
I might be
You might be
carrying.
carrying.
I might be carrying. For all you people, we're on our way to being billionaires.
All right.
This is just the front, buddy. Because when this baby comes out right here, oh yeah. And you know what it'll be? It'll be Oprah Winfrey's baby.
Oh,
I'll be like, I love you, Oprah. Like, and she'd be like, yes, Tom, I'll give you all the money you need. Yeah, what do you think about that? Can you imagine if she bought a race? She could buy a race car, a super late model, probably for 10,000 teams.
yeah. Oh,
They say they have that kind of money they'll never spend. They can't. They'll never live long enough. Can you imagine that? Well, you can because you own Dover.
yeah. Okay.
Pretty soon you're gonna acquire.
But I do have mortgage payments.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, right. They don't have any.
No, they don't have no payments.
No, or they make payments with a bank. The bank's getting used, like the way they set it up. Oh yeah. So I tell you, Larry, I've watched the race over the years, and in a lot of good times, a lot of pretty race cars too. And we always had Rocket
Pizza.
Yeah, Rocket Pizza.
Yeah.
Now, do you own that?
No.
No. Okay, I didn't know if you did or
No,
not.
I worked for that gentleman for probably 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, I went there when I worked for my uncle and he got himself in some trouble, and my uncle asked this gentleman to give me a job. And I went there to work. My mom and this gentleman's wife were best friends. So I kind of knew him. He always played Santa Claus when I was a kid.
Really?
And came to the house and played Santa Claus and brought us gifts.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I knew him as Santa Claus. But so wind up, that's how I met him. I went to work for him. And it's funny, I just ate supper with him last night. I go out every Wednesday night with Rick Eckerd's sister and him.
Right.
And there's like 6 of us
You
all go out
can't
to eat
can
supper. Yeah, no, Lori.
Lori.
Yeah, so we all go out to eat supper on Wednesday nights and have a good time and and all that. But he's I worked for him for all them years, and he's Rocket Pizza.
Well, okay.
He has a pizza shop there by Susquehanna back.
Okay, that's what I thought. And they've always been a staple in your car. They've been in your car.
Yeah, always helped me.
And they do stuff with track a little too, don't they?
Yeah, well, they do all the food trucks at Baps.
I see their signage and stuff.
Yeah.
And you have the limiteds there, right?
Yeah, I sponsor the limited
The
cars
Creekside Limited Late models. Yeah. And some of them guys running there is like Slanker, Beard, Meese.
Yeah. Charles Potts, my stepson, runs there.
Oh, is he your stepson?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where my wife goes on Saturday night. She supports Baps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she supports her son. I support the grandson.
Well, that's how it's split up. Okay, I see now. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
so she goes there
was
with
that
him.
okay? Good. So, I'm trying to think of who else runs up there. There's a couple other guys. Well, of course,
Adams runs there. Matt Adams.
Yeah. And then watch Moser. He's starting to run. Yeah.
Murphy and them.
Cole Slanker's starting to run.
Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Cole bought one of our old cars. We've been helping Cole a little bit.
Okay.
Just built him a motor here. He just got a motor.
Yeah.
A month or so ago, we built him a motor.
He tested there the other week, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, we were there testing with him.
He did pretty good.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I built motors for a while too. I built all my own limited motors.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just built a motor last week for Chad Baker.
Really?
Baker Carburation, Chad, his boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he bought a Sportsman, and I built him a motor last week. He picked it up, and I think he's coming out with it this Saturday night.
Okay.
Helped him out a little bit. It's not something I like to do anymore, but
yeah,
I still piddle help guys. I help a lot of guys. I just, you can't afford to do it if it helps them out.
Right. Well, we have a sign out here that says we'll pay for piddling.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to piddle, okay, feel free. But I tell you, there's another fella here tonight.
Yep.
And I was pretty excited about this because I wasn't for sure if he was coming. You know what I mean? But I was hoping he was.
I hope you get him to talk.
Oh, I will. Oh yeah, we will. Trust me.
Oh, all right.
And I got to be honest. I mean, he's this young man has started running at age 14, 13.
Well, he drove Pee-wee go-karts
Okay.
when he was 5.
Okay.
1 year.
Okay.
Won the championship. Won a power races.
Mm-hmm.
Got boring. Quit.
Okay.
And we put him in a quarter midget. He won everything and could be won at Baps in that quarter midget. Got bored. And then didn't do anything. Just didn't want to do it. He just was bored. And then he started helping me when he was like 12. Going along with us, me and Colby, and helping us. And then I bought him a black front car. And he went to Baps and started practicing when he was 12 to 13.
Okay.
I just rented the racetrack and
Yep.
ran him on Wednesday nights.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought a car from Cal Hardy. That was
Cal Hardy.
Yeah, from Martin.
Yeah.
Went to Poncho's, bought him a car, and we put him in a limited car, and we ran, I think, 7 or 8 races at Baps.
Okay.
And that class had just tore up more shit in 7 races. And I said, you know what? I'm going to retire. I'm going to give you my super late model seat.
Okay.
So I put him in my super late model, and we went to Ceilings Grove the first night, and he qualified and actually run 11th in it. I was like, well, I guess I'm retired.
You're done.
So I was done. He drove there, and then we left there. And the next week we went to Thunder Mountain.
Yep.
And we went to Thunder Mountain. It was a 5,000 to win one night and 10,000 or 12,000 the next night. And they had 56 cars there, and he missed qualifying by 1 spot on Thursday night.
Okay.
And on Friday night, I mean, there was 50-something cars there on Saturday night, and he missed qualifying by 2. So he was there, but that was the first 3 races. And next year, he just went full-time super late model racing.
I'm feeling it. He's been in Florida.
Yep, we've had him to Florida now. Last year we ran the Hell Tour.
The Hell Tour.
We ran, and then we just raced all over.
We did the Hell Tour. It's usually with
we
dirt
ran
and shovels.
He won Rookie of the Year with the ULMSs.
Okay.
And he runs 2nd in the points
Good.
in that 1 year. He's coming around. He's getting there.
Oh, yeah. No. I think he ain't afraid of it.
No, he run 10th in Bedford on Friday.
Yeah, he ain't afraid of it. You can clearly see that. He's not afraid of it.
No.
You know, he lays her out.
He's young.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
I ache when I bend down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a. Have you noticed I've gotten bigger?
Yeah, you said that to me earlier.
Oh, I didn't know I said that. Are you serious? I
Yeah.
didn't? Oh, okay. Well, at least you did notice it, though.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, good. Thanks. Well, I tell you what. Without any more, right? We'll this or that. You know, we're gonna switch gears, okay? And we're gonna talk about. We're gonna have that guy come on here that ran in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
In Bedford on a very locked down, fast racetrack. Okay, a lot of guys they had some issues there that night, but he managed to move through and get what he got.
Yeah, he went forward.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So I tell you what, without further ado, let's give a big round of applause, okay, for Deshawn Gingerich, okay? Hey, come on up here, Shawnee. It's like going to the dentist, buddy. You're next. My brother. Yeah, how is it? You want something to drink, Shawnee?
No, I'm good.
You should? Okay. Well, I tell you, I would be more surprised if I woke up with my head sewn to the carpet. You're here, Shawnee. Is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, it's you. Have you ever did anything like this?
No.
No. So this is the
You
first.
did.
Your grandfather says you
You
did.
did dirt tracking when you were in the quarter midgets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've grown a little since then.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Fred, do we have any comments, by the way?
Ed 9 grade, sorry, he joined in. He said,
Hey,
good
Ed.
show. And Sue Walls checked in a while ago. And
Sue
and
Walls.
hope everything's going good.
Okay, good. So did you ever think that you'd be a TV star? Is this a big break for you? It could be. It could be a big break, Shawnee.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you're going with the well, Shawnee. You're going with the well. So let's just switch gears here. You ready? We're switching gears. You had a good top 10. You ran 10th in Bedford this past Friday night. Track was pretty freaking nutty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the foot was in her. The foot was in her. Everybody. So, wow. You like it up there? You like going there?
Oh, yeah.
Yes? Okay. And so it's one of your more favorable places. Do you like Port?
Not really.
No. Yeah. Let's not really. Port is a not really, people.
I'm getting a little better there, but still not the greatest.
Okay.
It's a tough racetrack.
Yeah, I won't go there. Seriously. I'm frightened. That's like Hunger Games. Like, people don't leave. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like that is craziness.
Yep, the guys who run there, then they're good, but they're all right.
Yeah, so you like the Ceilings Grove?
Yep.
I do like Ceilings Grove, and I've been busting chops pretty hard there. And I think I'm busting chops, all joking, because I like it there, And when I was up north, the whole shitter being backed up thing, which I could really happen. You know, but when I was up north living, okay, I used to go there all the time, the Ceilings Grove, to watch every weekend. It is a predominantly 358 heavy, 360 heavy fan-based sprint cars. Them people are nuts for them things.
Oh, yeah.
They stand up and like, "Ah," you know, like they're waving like hatchets and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it never disappointed me there. You know what I mean? It never disappointed me there. And do you like Williams Grove?
I've only ever been there like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
No, I think each time there got torn up, but
Yeah, well, it happens.
It happens.
I think it's like voodoo. Because when you go to these tracks that are sprint car, like Williams Grove, Lincoln, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just can't do it, you know? And I've only been to Lincoln twice, and it's been awful. I like going to Lincoln, please, people, I like Lincoln. You know, don't burn my garage down, okay? I like Lincoln, you know, but it's hard to race. Liking it and racing on it, it's tough. We remember last year, and I don't mean to bring up a series of unfortunate events, okay? But last year was your birthday, right? In
Yes.
Lincoln, okay?
Yeah.
And you went out, and you were like, "Vroom." You won your heat.
Yep.
I told Fred, I was going, you know what I was doing? Eating ice cream. You know what I mean? I was up there like, you know what I'm saying? Shit was running down my face. And I was like, look at him go. I was excited. But then, within like, not even an hour, it turned ugly.
Yeah.
It did. And you got turned over a little, correct? And you, if I recollect, you came back on your tires.
Yes.
Okay. What did you think when you came back on your tires?
I really didn't know what to think. I mean, I know I rolled over. I mean, it happens quick. And
It does.
like earlier, you were talking about that 3-wheel brake and saying about that 3-wheel brake. Well, that's what happened. I got in the brakes too hard and I had 3-wheel brake on, got sideways, and then when the other guy got in,
He got you.
and just plopped me over.
Yeah, disconnect my 3-wheel brake, please. Like, because I don't think we're going to probably go with that option. Okay? I have it. It's like the switch from hell. I'm like,
Sometimes.
oh, no. I'm like, no. Yeah, oh yeah. I think I got to practice with it. Just go practice and just see how much I got that I can jam down on them. I mean, let's face it, these cars now, if you don't have 3-wheel brake on and you stab on them, you're damn near, you could turn it around, you know. See, it's like a hair trigger, I think, with that thing. That's the best way to describe it, like a muzzleloader.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to, let's do the thing. So when we were over here, a couple things I learned, right? A couple things. Is one, you got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you had a girlfriend for how long?
It's been 2 years now.
2 years?
Yeah, a little more than 2 years. Yeah.
2 years, people. What do you think of that, huh? I don't do anything for 2 years. So that's pretty good. And you meet her racing?
No, I met her online.
Oh, okay. So you did the online thing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the best way to go. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't murder you over the cable.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so good for you, though. Good for you. You said you hunted,
Yes.
so you like to hunt.
Yes.
Wow, that's great because as we know, a lot of young people they're not motivated to do things.
No.
And you deer hunt.
Yep.
Okay. Do you small game hunt?
Got squirrels and stuff.
Do you really like to hunt? Oh, I like to. Can we hunt squirrels sometime together, please?
Sure.
Very please.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come up because I love hunting squirrels.
Yeah,
Seriously.
good target practice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I like the 22 mag. You know.
Yep.
I'll do them sniper like where you look at it and the squirrel's like 500 yards away. And he's like that. And you shoot. And there's a pause and you see a boop. You're like yes. Yeah. Squirrels. They're not. I hate cleaning squirrels though. Ugh.
Yeah,
They take forever.
Yep.
Oh, they're miserable to clean. But you got to shoot a mess of squirrels to make something.
Oh yeah.
Squirrel pot pie. I've seen a barbecue. It's like bubblegum shrimp. There's there's squirrel pot pie, barbecue squirrels. There's fillet squirrels. There's mashed squirrels. Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on. But anyway, so that's good. I'm glad. What the point I'm trying to drive home here, my peoples, is that you're well rounded. You like to do other things too. You race and you got a girlfriend and you hunt and what else do you do?
I like fishing.
Oh,
I
okay.
ride 4-wheelers and dirt bikes.
Snowmobile.
Yeah,
Snowmobiles. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We probably wouldn't do one of them around here. I don't think I would fare well. I rode a snowmobile up north, and it was awful winter. It's terrible. And the people there at the barn said, you can use this old snowmobile to ride out through these fields, okay, to your hunting area. Well, it was a pretty good trot. I mean, about a half a mile ride, you know. So I'm thinking, and they said, just, do the Union. I got it. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So you had to go under 2 horse fences, the wires. You had to pull up to them and push them up, and that get a little hairy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because you be riding like this. But I'll never forget that. I'd ride out there, and it must have been like 10 below zero. And it's that, and man, that's cold. You know what I mean? And I had my gun over my shoulder, just like a bad dude, man. You know what I mean? Going out for my game. And I never forget. I shot a buck, right? I shot a buck, and I was sad. It was dark. It was snowing. It was the perfect little deal. So I drug that buck up there, and I threw it on the back of the snowmobile. You know what I mean? And I thought, well, I was cold. It was bitter cold. I mean, once the sun went down, it's super cold. And I threw it up there. I started out across the field, nothing. And the headlight was on, but it would flicker. Something was wrong. This was like a 1970s snowmobile. I'm thinking, whatever. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I freaking shot this nice buck. I don't care. So, anyways, I had the buck, to where it was behind me and it was up. You know what I mean? Like that, its head and rack. It was kind of goofy looking if you were probably watching it out through the field.
It looked like you had antlers.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's dark, I'm riding along. And the next thing I know, I hear this, like that. And here, them antlers caught that horse fence, that wire that went across, and the deer went flying back here. So, but when I was looking that way, I drove the runner up into a stump like that, and I was sitting up on this thing like this, and I couldn't get enough snow, it just kept spinning. I couldn't get it to push off that stump, and the track thing would go like that. It was a mess. I felt like hell, to be honest with you. But anyways, that's my story with snowmobiles. Sometime we'll go. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're a lot more nicer nowadays than what they used to be. So you mentioned, your grandfather mentioned that you had made a trip to Florida in your racing career.
Yes.
And that would have been Winter Nationals, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and where did you run at Winter Nationals? Volusia.
We ran them all.
You ran them all. Volusia, East Bay,
Yep.
Alltech. Okay. Screven? Did you guys go to Jordan?
We didn't go there.
Bubba?
Yeah, Bubba.
Okay. Bubba Gump, right? Okay, so that's pretty funny, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good to laugh. Wave. Wave to your girlfriend. There you go. Hey. So anyways, wow, what's that like, man? Is that amazing being out there in a stage like that with the best in the country, man? That's freaking nuts. Do you get nervous?
No.
No?
Nothing to get nervous about. You just gotta go for it.
You just go for it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You just gotta make it happen.
Yeah.
See, I get a little older than you, I get to worry about losing the battles. You know what I'm saying? Getting too nervous. You see what I mean? And things getting too hot and heavy that you know what I mean. But no, that nervous thing is cool. I do sit there sometimes and I'm like, screw it. If it's meant to be one way or the other today, if the day's the last day I walk this earth, I'm serious. I mean, because you can't, obviously, you got to flip the switch, And I don't flip my switch usually. I hate staging. I hate sitting there and staging. Because I'm there just thinking, wonder if how's this going to go? You think them guys are going to all roll here, and it never works out the way you intended.
No.
But I usually flip the switch. Flips for me is when I go in the high gear. You get, and then it's then it's time to go. And I hate it when they run you around the pack.
Yep.
Oh, that drives me nuts because you're ready to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I know you're exactly right. But okay, so you went down there. Obviously, that's you meet some people there. I bet.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you like out in the road? Who's one person you like that you've talked to?
Now, Max Blair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked to Max Blair. And
Yeah.
hung out with them. And
Oh, Okay. Well, maybe I can come along sometime and I can hang out with Max.
Maybe.
Maybe, right? Huh? Okay, that's cool. And how about the Hell Tour? You did that too, right?
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, the Hell Tour, for instance, this year, the Hell Tour will consist of 32 races in
35 days.
35 days. Let me say it again. 32 races in 35 days. Okay? Most people don't even do the same thing for 3 days in a row, let alone 33 or 34.
And that's different racetracks.
And that's different racetracks. Ohio based, correct?
No, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Missouri, Ohio, Michigan. The whole center of the state up and down the whole way up.
I knew they were a spread, but I thought it was a lot of Ohio. It ain't?
No, they do speed week, so the first week you might be in, like, say, Illinois and St. Louis area, and then the next week you're in another area, and the next week, and you keep moving. It's like a speed week
Each week. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
different areas.
can't imagine that probably some of them get rained out too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of weather. And you're probably like, whew, I can take a break.
Yeah.
Because you said it's just you and your granddad, right? Larry the Bad News Bear, huh?
Yes.
So that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever yell at each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is some frustrations, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, all is well. You guys are working your tails off. You're
Yeah.
tired. It's hot. You know,
Oh,
normally.
yeah, it was definitely hot. It was probably like 100, 110 degrees.
Really?
When we were out there. Yeah.
That just see, that wears you down. Did you ever sit there and think, like, when it's so hot, you're like 22 races deep into this, like, let's just call it a night. Just go and lay in the air conditioner and rest. You know, it's a lot. It's like anything you do. If you're a football player, baseball player, whatever. If you're snowmobiling with a rack buck above you and zip lining off that
Yeah.
wire. Single wire. Can you believe that, people? Not electric. Single wire going across there. I couldn't believe it. But anyways, you're going to do the Hell Tour again, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why they call it the Hell Tour, because it resembles hell. Fatigue-wise, pocketbook-wise, right? Everything above-wise. But, and what do you see of the crowds there? Are they decent at these tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty decent.
Yeah.
They're good.
Okay, good. Fred, do you have anybody?
Well, you just couldn't tune back on. Said good job.
That's right on.
Yeah.
BB, Bonnie, otherwise known as Bonnie, right? Say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's your. What do you call her, Graham?
No, I just.
My mom.
Yeah, my mom. That's what I.
Good for you. And you guys are close as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you do something with your grandfather, right? With the racing, okay,
Yeah.
and then you probably have like times where you spend with your grandmother. You know what I mean? Your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting older. I know you ain't hanging out on the couch, watching TV or something together every night, but because you're how old now, Shawnee?
17.
17 people. Most people, and you did this late model deal, even limited's at 13.
Yeah.
13. At 13 years old, I had my fingers in my nose and was looking at dirty books behind the garage. Okay, seriously. So that's a lot that you've made a huge stride there, and by starting this at that age, and you also look like. Are you friends with Gunner Wools?
You don't know Gunner.
You don't know Gunner? Okay, because he was 12, turned 13. You know what I mean? That you guys are a rare commodity. Cole Slanker, how old's Cole again?
Cole's 13.
13, 14? Yeah. Okay, do you kind of counsel him, talk to him a little bit?
No, I've never really talked to him.
I could imagine you two in a room talking. It would probably be pretty silent for about 2 hours like that. Somebody says a fly landed on me. No. But no, you guys, that's okay. It's okay to be quiet, you know what I'm saying? But you're really not quiet, I bet. I bet you behind the scenes, the old waka 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 waka. Yeah, you're a letter. I bet you Pap knows, doesn't he? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He knows. Oh yeah. If you're mad or upset, do you ever get in trouble?
No, I don't ever really.
You don't misbehave. You just stay to your own.
No, sometimes he yells at me for certain things I might do, but
Yeah.
He gets a little aggravated with me sometimes.
Well, you know, it's
I
all
get a
part
little
of
aggravated with him sometimes too.
Okay, so yeah, we have dual aggravation, right? And then, of course, back to your girlfriend. Let's zoom back to Ohio. So we're at in Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio. Okay, how long does that take to get there?
5 hours.
5 hours. Okay, and oh boy, and you guys, you see each other because you've been out there to visit,
Yes.
and she's come here to visit. So that works out well. But man, that's a ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy cow! You probably talk every day though, I'd
Yeah.
imagine, because of all the technology, FaceTime and real time and whatever. I don't know. You guys do Twitter and Bebop, TikTok, Slim Slang, Hula Hoop. Like, there's like all these different things you can choose. Hoo-ha. You know what I'm saying? That you can choose from. That's what we're gonna call we're gonna do a thing similar to Twitter. We're gonna call it hoo-ha. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit up. Hoo-ha. Will you subscribe?
Sure.
Give it up, Shawnee. Give it up, Shawnee. And so, Shawnee, what do you want to do with this racing thing? You think? Like, is it something like you see yourself like? Do you want to get so good that you go out on the road? You know, yeah, you can foresee that. You want to do that. And I got to be honest, people. I bet you guys' shop, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And Fred too. Remember, Fred was there, right? Fred was there.
Mm-hmm.
Fred was casing out the joints, what he was doing. Checking for some low-angle security cams and stuff like that. But no, when we were there, guess what? You were working
Yeah.
on your race car.
Yes.
That's awesome right there. Seriously. The man was working on his race car. And I don't see how you can drive well and do well and know it if you don't work on your race car.
Yep.
And I think you probably have touched everything on that car.
Yes.
At least from motor to suspension to everything. And that's good. Now, do you do some of your shock stuff? Do you smash any?
Yeah. If I get told where to set them or whatever, I'll check them.
Okay.
Make sure where they're supposed to be. As for like putting springs on or doing any work to them, I don't.
Right. Yeah. That's the old fry code, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Colby Fry. He is a shock and a spring with eyes. He walks around, hey, I'm Colby Fry. I'm a left rear. You know? And you know what shock? That's going to be our new thing on the show, guys. If you were an Integra race shock, which one would you be? I'm going to be the load shock because I'm like the dummy. Right? Huh? The dummy's back there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be. What would you be?
I don't know.
You got to pick one. I know. Well, what did he say?
Traction shot.
Do you want to be the traction shock?
Yeah.
That's pretty vital, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd want to be the one with the rubbers in it. You know what I'm saying? The spring rubbers. Okay, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, keep it. Ain't that amazing though with shocks? So honestly,
Yeah.
do you think that's a big curve for you too? I know it is for me because I've been doing this a couple years.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot that goes into that.
Oh yeah.
And these guys rattle off this stuff, and it's like, okay, you make the adjustments to the track, the turns and like that, okay.
Yeah.
And we're mostly always rebound. How often do you ever touch a compression? Ever. But I think that you asked obviously 5 people that tell you 5 different things, and everybody has their own little niche. And I've learned that keeping that notebook is really good.
Yes.
You have a notebook?
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. So you record all that stuff, and you got your notes from Winter Nationals?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Did you get stickers, by the way?
Yes.
You got some
Yes.
elbows up stickers?
Yes.
Okay, because you're on the team. You're a team card.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We're going to sign the paperwork when you leave with the team card. Larry and I, team card. Right? You got it. Bad News Bear.
We can just put a big sticker right on the whole back of the deck.
We can
I
get
can't
one made.
I can't promise it's going to be there too long. But
Well, I know that, Shawnee. Like, Shawnee, you do have some episodes, but
definitely don't want to put it on the nose.
no, it's going to stay off the nose. You know, noses suck the back. I'm to the point when you first started racing, you busted the nose. You're like, whatever, we'll fix it. Then you start busting them, and you're like, oh my god, because that thing is painful to mess with sometimes. Have you ever heated them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went through a few cans of propane. You know, heating them babies up. I guarantee you.
You just pull out the saws off.
That's right. She kept digging in up the Path Valley. I had enough. We've heated this thing and messed with it for weeks. So I said, get the saws off. I don't care. Like that, they just cut that, you know, the last piece off there, right there. It was pretty ugly, but it turned. You know, it turned. I didn't have three-wheel. I did, but I wasn't going to use it. I still wasn't going to use it. I was like, no, I'm a sissy. Yeah, I'd hate for them to say, raise your hand if you don't use a three-wheel brake. I'd lie. I'd be like, I'd just curl up. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Did your girlfriend ever see you race?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that's great. I hope she didn't have to drive home after the races.
She ain't old enough.
Yeah, she wasn't driving.
Oh.
Her parents were.
Wow. Okay, so was you close out there to her? Or?
Yeah, where we were racing at, we ran at Sharon. I think they're like an
Oh,
hour
well,
from it or something.
Okay, that's cool. Good deal. That's Blaney's, correct?
Yeah.
Track. That's Blaney's track, and it's Sharon. Okay, good deal. So you've seen a lot of racetracks.
Yes.
You've raced on a lot of racetracks. You've raced on tracks that I'll never see or never race on, period of life. Just because I'm older, you know, and I'm just, that's the way it is. I just do this local thing. Are you going to run Path Valley this year on that Ultimate Might of Power?
I don't know that.
No.
No.
No?
Yeah, we'd eat for the hell for.
Oh, okay. That's the best place for you, Larry. What? What's this thing? Because he's going to have a lot more horsepower than I have. Yeah. Now, do you like short tracks?
Yeah.
You?
I like little tracks. You can get in the gas up in the wheel. And,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't wear you out, does it?
yeah, sometimes.
Do you get wore out sometimes?
It's a little rough sometimes and beats you up a little bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It does wear you out. Them black tracks, you know, are obviously all foot, you know what I mean? And it's just less wear on the car usually, and, you know. But you still got that guy that thinks he's on that slick track, but he thinks he's on that tack track when he goes in, you know, and it's like, see the car race, like, what's this dude doing? You know what I mean? Like, where's he getting this traction? And he's not. But Bedford, they boxed a couple of them up there the other night, I know, and a couple guys. It looked like turn one was pretty nuts, for a better lack of word. Like, it scared me watching it. Yeah, because you guys would go, and I think you looked like you just lifted for a second, you know, and then it was back on.
Yeah.
And man, it's hard to, and I know people say, well, how's that feel? And I know that's hard to ask because during the time you don't even think about it.
Yep.
Because it's happening so quick. Wow. So you definitely could see yourself maybe going something future-wise here, working towards that. You and your grandfather got a great connection. You throw Colby in the mix, helping with remember the shock? He's a shock in the sprint with the eyes. Remember right now? Okay, I think Colby would be a left front. What do you think? A left front. I think old front. I mean, he never tunes in. He always says he's gonna. He does. You know, he always says he's gonna. He never does. You tune in though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like one of our valued diamond users. Don't you do that on Facebook? You are now listed as a diamond. So you're our diamond, Johnny.
Oh, okay.
That's that. You should put. Hey, your spoiler. What does it say? I couldn't read it.
Well, now it says spending my inheritance.
That's what I thought. Okay, I was trying to make it out, but you were going too damn fast. Seriously, I was trying to read it.
It used to say Pappy's money, and then before that it said Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple. That's exactly right. Shirley Temple, because that's what you could drink when y'all went out at the races. Shirley Temples, right?
That was Rick Eggert.
Larry. I'm sorry. I have to correct you in front of the audience. It's Rick and Diane.
Oh, Rick and Diane.
Yes, please, Rick and Diane. Thank you. I'm sorry, Larry. Rick, Diane, we're sorry. So, anyways, yeah. Rick, he's a pretty funny guy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that he told me one time, because, you know, he drove a sprint car several times too. Rick did back in the day. Yeah, and it was a zero. It was a zero car, and I have a picture over here. And he said the way them cars, they crashed or something. And he said crashed, and he was like whiplashed, and his head for like a couple of days felt like it was stretched out. You know what I mean? I really never noticed it changed. To be honest, like it still kind of looks out there. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he said. He said his head stretched out. It was amazing. You know what I mean? Just amazing. And I went back in, saying like a creature. You know what I'm saying? So, Shawnee, you know, I'm really glad. I've always looked forward to seeing you at the races, man. Seriously. And I honestly, I don't, I can't imagine doing what you did at that age. I dreamt of doing it. I won a lot of races on a rod mower out here. Okay? I don't know how else to put it. Seriously. But I also do think I would have had the pizzazz or just the gonads, okay, to do that. I got to be honest. I'm serious. I mean, that's a lot. You know, it's a lot of horsepower in your hands and under your right foot.
Yes.
And not to mention, I'm sure you're very thankful though. You know, for your grandparents and
Yes.
and your sponsors. You know, people that you associate with and things.
Yes.
And you used to Donald Trump. You used to have that on your car, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the old Trumper, he's coming in, boy.
Yeah.
Coming in like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we heard him tonight. He talked about who's your race car.
Yeah.
I mean, who would ever thought? Think of the votes he's going to procure for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So, do you have anything to leave the people or tell the people, Shawnee?
No, I really don't know what to say.
Shawnee, let me ask you something. What advice do you have for somebody wanting to get into this at a young age?
Oh, I don't know. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. If you got the people to help you and you got the money, you just go for it. But I mean, I guess you gotta try it.
Yeah.
You gotta try it to see if you like it and want to do it. So,
All in. If you're going to be in, you're all in, right?
yep.
You're exactly right. And I think sometimes that's what separates a guy. Maybe even like myself, it runs for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I get in it. I try, I give 110%,
Yeah.
but am I the guy that's going to squeeze that extra 2 inches and maybe tear something up bad or get, you know what I'm saying? And you're right. You got to be all in.
Yep.
You're exactly right. And they talk about guys like, you've heard of Rodney Franklin. Rodney Franklin was, when he ran for his dad, Rodney Franklin didn't become Rodney Franklin, truthfully, till he ran for Creek Holton in the 01. Because they said, go out, hold it down, race like you can. If it gets tore up, don't worry about that. We got more. And when he started that mentality, seriously, I mean, that's the truth. So for you, I think good things are coming because you keep working through all this, man. And there's a million people who can sit up in them stands all day long and say, why in the hell did you do that or what?
Yeah.
I'd like to get behind the wheel. Most of them couldn't even move the car with a direct drive transmission.
Yeah, no.
Right. They'd be like, you got to push in the clutch to go. What?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't even know how to start.
They
Like,
would.
There's too many switches here. They don't
Yes,
know what to do.
exactly. And when they got out in the track, they were like, we're all like, I mean, there's a lot that goes into this, you know?
Yep.
The racing sometimes is the lesser part
Yeah.
at times. But, well, Shawnee, I appreciate you making this trip today and coming here. And I wish you the best of luck from here on out. We've always been supported you and things. And we're proud that you carry our stickers, okay? And good luck this weekend, okay? Give them all. I know you'll give her all she has, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
yeah, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, that, my friends, is our show for this week. We had the Bad News Bear, Larry, right? We had Shawnee, okay, on. And let me clarify, Shawnee is Larry's grandson, okay? And we'll probably be back here, I'm going to say in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We're getting ready to race. We're close. We're getting there. We're getting there. And we'll probably see you at the race somewhere, who knows. And the documentary we're working hard on for Bull Rider. We're really excited about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful weekend. It's Easter. Spend time with your family. Remember, our friend Jesus. Red Rose, right? Kale knows. And don't forget, the Reverend Johnny Coco, will be having a sermon this Sunday at 11 o'clock. Thank you. Good night. Hello.